Hi, this is Nandi Wilkerson tuning in today to teach you how to look up hydrogen bonds with thyroid receptors. Okay, so first what we're going to do is go to the protein data bank. Now, I've been here already for a while, so I have a pretty much understanding what I'm doing. But first we're going to start, I have a whole list of different thyroids and the ligand that we want to look at. So let's just do an example. What was a good one? I like that one. You can't really read it, but it says T3, the fifth one. And its name is 2H77. That's the ligand name. So we're going to look up the ligand name. 2H77. Okay, you see it popped up right there. We're at 2H77. That's what it looks like. Scroll down. We can see which elements are in it. We have an iodide. Okay, so that's what we're going to be looking for when we pull it up in PyMol. Iodide. Okay, so now we're going to go back up, download it as a text file. It's going to pop up and you want to save it. Yes. Okay. Now it's in the downloads. Great. Now let's go to the terminal. Right here at the terminal. Okay, so all this jumble jabber, old stuff, doesn't really matter anyways. We're going to type in CD space capital D desktop. Enter. Okay, wait. Maybe I said something wrong. CD desktop. Why does this always happen to me? Sorry, hold on one second. Let me shut up. Desktop. Okay, I'm gonna write CD. We're gonna start right there. CD. Okay, cool. Now we're gonna say CD desktop. What does CD mean again?
Change directory.
Okay, so change directory. So yeah, we're changing the directory. We see, at first we were at this desktop thyroid, and that's where I was before. We don't want to be there anymore. So we're going to change the directory. We had to start. I tried to skip right to it, and they didn't allow me to do that. So we had to clear the whole directory. We're at Dr. Riley's. Then we had to go to CD desktop, and now we're at desktop. Now ls means list. So we're going to list all things that are in the desktop. We're looking for the thing I just downloaded. That's 2H77. So if you look on here, we'll see 2H77 right there. So that's good. Now we want to move it MV 2H77.pdb. And then we're going to move it to this thing we already made called thyroid. Don't feel like spelling out the whole thing. So we say THY tab. And that's going to pull up the whole thing, thyroid halogen study. Enter. Now it's there. So now we want to see it in there. We're going to say CD, change directory to thyroid. Don't focus on the whole thing. So tab. And now we're there, which is where we were in the beginning for my last thing. We want to list and make sure that it's in there. Let's see here. Do we have it? 2H77 is correct. So yes, we do have it. Now we want to open PyMol, PYMOL, and then say the name that we want 2H77PDB. Enter. And it's going to open up what it looks like here. This little picture is now here. Interactive. So we'll close all those down. This is all in Linux, by the way. Okay. Open this up to a much bigger molecule. Now I told you we had iodine in it. So we're going to look, select. See, I'm in the terminal down there. Iodine. You can name it whatever you want. Whatever we're doing here is just select a name you want to call it. We're calling it iodine. And then you say ELEN. That means element. And it's the I element. So you type in I. Enter. Now, some things just lit up here. Let's show you again. That's with it out selected. And that's with it selected. Those are where the iodines are. So now what we want to do is zoom in on those. Okay, so We're done. I'm just doing a random one as an example. Oh, well, we're done when you finish that. Okay. So that's iodine right there, right? Now we want to look at the ligand. What's that called? So I'm going to select this line. It says T31. So whatever that dash is, whatever comes after the dash, is what we need. This is all ligand 1. So, again, let me make sure you saw that. Inside of here, this 1 is what I was concerned about. So, select ligand. We'll name it ligand. And that's going to be residue, R-E-S-I, R-E-S-I, and 1, because I just told you it was 1. Enter. It's going to give me all of that. And so what we're going to do now is show on this. See, I have iodine there, what I called it, ligand here. And we're going to show the sticks. That made these sticks 3D model pop up. And now we see it as a whole. Even better. Okay, I'm going to get rid of all of these water. So I went to all and remove waters. Now we have this. I'm going to go down here again and say select ligand. Wait, we're going to call it area. Select area. Ligand around 6. And watch what happens. We get all of that. That's the area around it. And we want to hide all the lines at first. And then we want to show all the area lines that are close. So you're going to say show lines. And we have all these lines. And now we're going to look at the purple, which are the iodines. And we want to look for some bonds between the blue and the red that are close to this. We're looking at how close they are. So we have to minimize this. Pull up the wizard and pull up measurements. Okay, now make it bigger again. Click this. Click that. Bam, 4.1. Now see, that's a good one. We want 4.1. We want something close like that. Now let's look at go down here. Change the distance to, or change the distance to angles. You want to select, this is where my cursor is, right here. And then on the element, and then on the oxygen. And we're going to get a degree angle, 123.9. Now see, that's not that good. So we wouldn't have recorded this one. I mean, I might have, because it's not bad, but I don't think it's what he's looking for. So to be safe, you should record it, but it's not, the nicest one. So let's delete all measurements. Now look up the distances again. Sorry, I was deleting it over here. You look at the distances. You can, right now we're going to do distances. You can delete all measurements, stuff like that. So anyways, now I'm going to be here. Click on that, it's 5.2, click on that, 4.4. I mean, I'm pretty much just looking at all the things that are close, that are relatively straight, because we want the closest to 180, and it doesn't really look like any of these are. Let's look at this one. That looks really good. Bam, bam. What is that? What does that say? 3.1. Now that is a good number. I think that's why I chose this as an example, because I wanted to make sure that I would get a good one for you to see. Okay, so you see how I keep moving it around? You can always center this by pressing the middle key, this part, this wheel, and just click it on top of whatever we want to, so that centers it. And now you can move it all around, but this will be centered. So, for example, this is a good view. Now I'm going to go over here and do angles. Bam, click, click. 174.4. Now that is really good. That's pretty straight, really close, and that's exactly what he's looking for. In the notes, I made note to write that we're looking at things that, and this you see you can't even read. Well, with the degrees, we want it to be a minimum of 135 degrees. You know, we want something that's pretty straight. We don't want anything that's like a 90-degree angle or 85-degree angle. I mean, that's not what we're looking for. And the length, we want to be a maximum of 5. So we're looking for the closest ones. You know, 3 is pretty good. If we can get even closer, you know, that's ideal. But we don't really want anything over 5 because that's not going to be close. But this is what we're doing, and that sums it all up. This was probably the best one I could show you, and those were probably one of the worst ones I could show you. I'll even show you the angle. You can tell if you look from this, that looks like a 90-degree angle. So it's not what we're looking for, but let me show you anyways. 1, 2, 3. See? 74. Not what we want. 1, 2, 3. 115. Still not really what we're looking for. We're looking more for these. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Signing out. Nandi.